Hey out there, do you think it's possible to get high if you jam marijuana up your ass?
No,
Oh my
we
God,
aren't
the mature
supposed to
audience is-
swear in the first 12 seconds of the video.
Oh no.
Hi,
Or
podcast
else.
listeners. How are you?
Or else.
Well, no, it's a whole YouTube algorithm
Oh,
thing.
right. Look,
You should have said butthole.
Should
We'll
have
just
said no. Someone's waiting for me.
Hello.
you still have your sunglasses on your head.
I
Thank
do.
you, Crosshair.
Gen Z sees these as accessories that work indoors and outdoors.
Man. Wants to be...
No, I'm
Wants
just
to
trying
be
to
in a
hold on to
different
my
generation.
youth, y'all. I just want them to think I'm cool.
It is getting real in this room right now. Very real.
I'm trying to figure out how much it would cost for us to go to an amusement park if it would cost way too much money.
Yeah,
And the answer is way too much money.
Okay.
yeah. Like,
Okay.
between the super fast passes and then the meal plans with the drink, it's like,
Meal plans.
I love it.
like,
Does remind me of...
and that's probably even before
University, yeah.
tax. We're probably looking at $750 for a fucking local Six Flags.
Also, Scott can go to an amusement park.
I can jump off a...
Oh my God.
I can run around a skate park. I shouldn't do
You
that.
can
though.
jump out our window.
Yeah, I could jump out your window. I could
Right.
try to skateboard for the first time. Like, that's pretty amusing.
I'm also reasonably sure that some of the rides you can't actually go on unless you pay extra.
Oh,
My
that they started
brain.
doing that. Yeah, they started removing things that they used to have and replacing them with things to pay. Like they took away something that I really liked, and then it was like a couple of like race car bodies with a fucking screen that was $25 to like play fancy Forza.
Right. Which, again,
$25.
we have Forza at home.
Yeah, they
Forza.
also like for the
It's
longest
this.
time they had a thing with like a bungee type thing.
Oh, okay.
But, like,
Oh,
they-
yeah.
That's that.
Right.
And that was always paid separately. They
Sure,
also
sure.
have a helicopter ride that you can take from there. And that always costs extra, but I feel like they kept taking away older rides and
Lame.
yeah.
Super lame.
I'm thinking that the answer is to just put a VR headset on Scott and just like watch him have the time of his life.
And just like shake him around.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say no. Yeah, the three of us like pick him up and wave him around.
I mean,
Well, we have a wheelbarrow at the house, so
There
we'll
we
put him
go.
on a wheelbarrow
And
running
we
through
have
the
a
forest.
cart as well, so
This
you
is
know
great.
different types
Oh,
of situations. Yeah.
now you are in Nepal riding an ass-drawn carriage. Can I swear now? It's past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? Just kidding. Can I try?
An
Ass-drawn carriage. Whoa. It'd be great.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Oh,
I missed all of this. Oh yeah, I've got my own chat. I can read it here.
yeah.
The short and the... Well, you can
Can
see
you
there.
scroll us back up, please, so that we can see the.
Why? You're at the...
Oh, we are at the bottom.
Mm.
I wasn't sure. I didn't see you go back down,
Mhm.
so I was like,
But the key is that apparently you cannot get high from dry wacky up the backy. I'm just reading the chat. I just read the
oh,
chat.
I didn't. I
Hi,
missed
everyone.
that one.
Okay.
I was like, damn, Scott.
I wish I were that witty off the cuff. On the cuff? Get it together, man.
How you doing, NFL?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, folks.
How are you doing? You don't have to answer today's question. I feel like...
Oh, how we're doing? Yeah, you know.
No, I feel like there's some people who... So that's now there, but it was not there before.
What is it?
That's my water. I feel like there are certain people in our community who I could absolutely ask, like, hey, so if you just jam drugs right up the tuchus, does it have an effect?
The
And there are some who I'm like,
Right?
no,
The
they're
tuchus.
too kind and sweet.
Yeah.
You're feeling better.
Yay.
Good.
Huzzah! We're here to extend that better feeling.
Please
Into
follow
the
all manufacturer
future.
guidelines for all pharmaceuticals.
Correct.
Putting pharmaceuticals up your backside is generally not recommended.
No, unless
There's
specifically
Definitely,
mandated,
yeah, unless it's a suppository. But yeah, follow
I suppose.
manufacturer/supplier instructions.
Things going up my butt.
That was good. That's good. That's good. I liked it.
We do not,
Tori!
Oh.
we do not endorse shoving random things into your body.
Like tequila.
I was about to argue. with you.
Desire
I don't know
things.
why. Like I was
Random
like, why
things.
would I do?
Be familiar with what you are.
Exactly.
I really hope someone here is like listening to this on the podcast right now and like they have a young child in the car.
I'm sure Ellie's
I mean,
Bob
Ellie's
will
Bob
be
might-
messaging in a few days.
You're like, what
Dear
is
baby.
going on? Yeah.
Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you stuff it in your face. No way.
No way.
If
I don't think
you
people
don't
outside Canada
just
know that.
what it is.
I don't think so either. Although, no. you
We
probably
were talking about our heritage minutes last week,
Yeah.
so I mean, we're really just continuing the theme of things that we know from
We-
growing up that literally no one else does.
Just imagine some of our friends in a heritage commercial where they're all like just at a party. People are like, do you think we can just put it up there?
part of our Canadian heritage.
It wouldn't be the first time they got high together, but it would be the first time that a Canadian successfully.
Yes! Did anything? Oh no! Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
wow,
Yeah,
God damn.
Harsh
Our
bird.
Prime Ministers won a Nobel Peace Prize.
They
Thank you very
sure
much.
did.
One of
And
them.
don't you forget it, Scott. You know, I'm really sick of you saying that our prime ministers have never gone.
Which one of our ministers won the
Lester
Nobel
B.
Peace?
Pearson, didn't he?
Ah,
Yeah.
I might be wrong. but
Oh, Pierce
I,
Pierce. Yeah, I'm pretty
advocating
sure you're
for him
right.
to lead Canada in Civ 7. And you,
I'm-
Fire Access, if you're listening, Lester B. Pearson and his bow ties. I don't know what's happening to me today.
Pretty sure
Sorry.
you're right.
We're just trying to meet our quota of CanCon.
Yes, you did.
Right?
Yeah, yes, CanCon.
Yeah, we have to have a certain percentage of the content needs to be Canadian. So since we're spending most of our stream in a make-believe
Avatar
world
world.
that is not Canadian,
How else are we going to get the tax credits?
Yeah.
We're not getting tax
We're
credits.
not.
I
getting
wish we
tax
could
credits.
get tax credits.
Can I get tax credits for talking about Canada on the internet?
I've employed 4 Canadians.
Employed.
Deployed.
We paid them in upgraded microphones.
Urge to just belch into this microphone.
That's
That's
not
like I wish
kind
I could
to
do-
podcast listeners.
Ellie's
Not on
got
command,
Mark's
but
down strike too
Oh, fuck. Ooh.
on a chalkboard.
Yeah. I don't want to be able to burp on. I want to be able to fake burp on command,
Oh.
which I can't. Like I can't make a realistic sound.
Growing up, I knew somebody who would do that, and they just thought it was the funniest thing. But then they would do it all the time,
They
and
were
you're like,
child.
bravo, I guess. Like,
Good
do you
for
really?
you.
I don't know. It got really annoying really quickly.
I'm with Kung Fu Fenders actually. This feels like the last days of a group of people who are going mad from dehydration.
Sure does.
Ooh.
Yay!
Courtesy of Elizabeth O'Neill.
Mhm. Not yet, Sablica.
Yes,
Party's
indeed.
just getting started.
I'm seeing now through the camera that I could have gone even more.
Yeah, but you kept it.
It was nice and subtel.
Yeah, less is more. Keep them wanting more. So on and so forth.
Next time, cat eye, wing, right out to the ears.
Oh,
Yeah.
horrible.
No more, no less.
So far.
So far.
The Crosshair, we kind of do that anyway because all the money that we make off streaming, we reinvest in streaming, and so therefore it's all business expenses.
But it's not it's taxable income, therefore you have to deduct the taxes, therefore you have to write off everything and hope that you've written off enough so that you don't actually owe money on money that you aren't actually doing anything with, unless we incorporate as a business, and then businesses have more loopholes.
Which were
But you also can't save on tax based on it being a business. We could only ever not pay tax. You
Oh.
can't,
Yeah.
I can't kind of be like, well, I can pay less tax for my real job because I
Oh, that would be
invested in
amazing. Yeah.
No. I see.
Really unsure.
It's really kind of you're playing with fire when you're gonna try to defraud the government, and that's not safe.
No, hell
If you're
no.
gonna play with fire, you best do it safely. How we play with fire while role playing is with these cards. These are our safety tools here to allow us to enjoy the game to the max. Max fun, max safety. Here's what they mean. The green card means that I am communicating to my fellow players that I'm good to continue. Even if my character seems super upset, this is my way of saying I am okay, and I am enthusiastically consenting to the roleplay that's happening. A yellow card is a pause card. I need to let everyone at the table be aware of something. Let's say I'm on my period, I'm experiencing menstrual cramps, and I'm saying, hey everyone, just a heads up, I might suddenly get hit with a debilitating cramp and get up and leave the room. I will text you if I'm unable to come back and finish the session, and then we'll plan accordingly. A red card is a stop card, and I'm not okay to continue. In that case, we would maybe jump to a BRB screen and talk amongst ourselves. We will only continue the stream if everybody at the table says that that's okay. You viewers do not have cards, but you do have options, and we'll go over those. You can always message us. You can whisper us at RPGClinic. That means all of us will see it privately. You could whisper one of our moderators. In chat right now, we have Kung Fu Fenris and the Crosshair. You can also message them on Discord, and they will pass along your feedback anonymously if you so choose. And last but certainly not least, you always have the option to leave the stream or turn off the chat. Of course, we'd be sad to see you go, but you have to prioritize your safety. It's important. The weather's getting hot, at least for us.
Yeah.
You need to put on sunscreen. You need to be safe. It's just the two go together.
I love that. Thank
So
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was an example. But thanks for checking, Kung Fu Fenris.
Yeah.
I'm not experiencing menstrual cramps right now. And I'm holding up a
Thank
green
God.
I feel like if you had
Thanks, Bob.
debilitating menstrual cramps and had to get up and leave the room, that would be a red card situation.
It would, but I am very good at continuing my life because the medical system does not always get it. Anyway, and sometimes if I take a specific pill at a specific time, I can just nip it in the butt. Specific.
But I feel like the pause card would be to inform people this could happen.
This is it. This is me being like,
Oh,
heads
yeah,
up,
yeah,
y'all, this
yeah.
could happen.
But the red card would be like, if you definitely were like,
Yeah.
uh,
The red card would be like, it's happened.
we're playing. Young
I'm
Soo
not gonna-
finally manages to like make it into Councilwoman Takata's office, and then you're just like,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
My role
Yeah, but it would be like, yellow card, heads up, I'm gonna go jam some pills in my face. I'll be back.
Yeah.
You guys
That's
keep
what that would
going.
That's it.
Yeah, that's like a pause card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Agreed.
We're all about destigmatizing menstrual pains
I mean,
and
I'd
setbacks.
rather de-exist menstrual pain.
Wait, is that an option?
I went,
Can your 3D printer do that?
honestly,
Wait.
I have a
honestly.
3D printer.
Yeah.
You might one
And
day.
also, I don't think it would do that
And
yet.
it would be-
Well, yeah, if I just so Cleopatra put stones into her uterus to
Okay.
prevent pregnancy. So is there a way to just inject your entire reproductive system full of plastics to like stop it from ever?
Yeah, you just get a can of silly string.
Oh my
That's-
god. Hi.
Or like,
I
Hank,
can't
Hank Green, what's the sign?
Do not put random objects into your body.
Yeah,
Please
please.
consult a
I was going to
physician.
say cock, and then I realized that people wouldn't
Oh.
understand what it meant.
Yeah, okay,
But-
yeah.
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 Hi there, podcast listeners. Just a quick interruption for the future.
Disclaimer, Kate here.
Yeah,
an
I think
important
that's
message
it,
to
like,
you.
just to be clear.
It is
Oh my
not
God.
safe to do the following.
Well, okay. So,
Man.
so that happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of that happened.
anyway, let's find out what happened last time.
Oh, fantastic.
Our heroes rush below to investigate the boom. Bao plays up their inebriation, freeing the rest to discover a huge hole in the hull. A team of wanderbenders are doing their utmost, but they soon pass out from exhaustion. Kai Ming insists that Yongsu take them upstairs while she stays below, handing him the mirror scale. Bao gets a 10-second mayday message out over the airways while Don brings order to the chaos on deck. Soon, Don notices half of the crew slipping away and discovers that half of the lifeboats are sabotaged. Yongsu consults the scale as to whether he should search for Ha or head back down for Kai Ming, but instead happens across Inagi manager Go, trapped in his room. Ultimately, all of the lifeboats get away safely, until Kai Ming is spotted still trapped below decks and the group turns back. They break Kai Ming out of a porthole only to get sucked under with the sinking ship. Will Bao's bending keep them breathing? Will Don's diligence have saved the day? Will Yongsu learn the true meaning of his vision?
Find out now.
Find out.
Stay tuned to find out.
Will Bao's bending keep them breathing is really choice.
I just wanted everything to be an alliteration.
No, I-
this week.
Well, but then
That was
I noticed, like, yeah, it was like, oh, God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Beyond that, yeah, that
Yeah.
was fabulous. It was pretty dramatic last time.
Yep.
So
Would you prefer that
a
not
guide? No, it was just very true. It's just an
It's
observation.
just stating a
Not a
fact.
criticism.
Because I could have just had like happy-go-lucky shit blub blub. Would you prefer that?
No.
I can play that session right now in about 30 seconds.
Okay,
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So here's the monologue for that episode.
Okay.
So everything's gonna be great today. All right.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you're on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. And it starts to sing.
Oh no!
Everyone's gonna be okay.
Oh, that. Okay, great.
What do
No
you do?
stakes. Well, I guess I get on a lifeboat. If everyone's gonna be okay, I don't really need to worry, right?
No, you don't. Okay, so let's discuss what you learned today.
Clap. Yep. I agree. That is a different session entirely.
Hits a little different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dude.
You ready?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 84. I remember Titanic being an event. It was huge. It was one of the first times in my lifetime, anyway, where a movie came out that everybody just absolutely lost their shit over. And not just like, oh, it's popular, but like breaking all box office records, not just breaking them, obliterating them. If I remember correctly, it was the first billion-dollar film that came out. Now, of course, inflation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I remember people freaking out because it had such amazing special effects. I remember people saying that Kate Winslet was a masterpiece. Leonardo DiCaprio was there.
He was a heartthrob. People weren't there to see his hijinks. They were there to see his.
Gloria Stewart gets an undeserved Oscar nomination.
Honestly.
It's not that she was bad, but
No,
like,
just come on.
but I also remember that it was the most erotic moment of my life. Oh. Wasn't that a line that she gives in the movie?
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. It's the most
Yes, she did
erotic
say that.
moment of
She
my
did.
life.
And for her
Was-
granddaughter.
Was The Thing 2 one of the most erotic moments of your lives?
Rhetorical question?
No, I'm actually asking.
Oh, okay. No.
I mean, I've never gone down with that many people before.
Hey
We're done.
We don't need a session today.
That was so
I think we're just.
You set me up. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Where's my air horn button? I need an air horn.
Sorry, I'll work on that.
You
That
get
was
sound effect folder. Okay.
Take a note.
The SFX folder.
That's really good.
Maybe we just delayed it until today. Let's have a look at how you are all doing. In terms of balance, you're all doing decently. Done. Nicely done. You're feeling all right in the center there. Young-Soo, just a little bit more towards care. Not what I necessarily would have expected out of Young-Soo, but you did at one point use one of your moves to shift your balance.
I
So.
did.
It is.
And Bao looks like they're doing fine. Little shift towards progress, but you know.
We're gonna check in on the
I'm
mic.
just gonna shuffle the microphone.
Should we mute it at all?
I can just zoom in very slightly.
No, no.
Okay.
I'm glad that we chose the shortest person on our team to make this adjustment.
Okay.
And also I'm wearing black, so I can't tell if that was enough. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, is in shot. I read, I think Kate's mic is
I
shot.
also read
And I was
that.
like,
and
why
was
is
how?
Kate adjusting mic? Oh, I understand.
Nailed it.
It all comes together.
Thank you, Sablika.
All right. Oh, the diminutive.
Yeah, I was like, Katie, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna deal with the problem.
Fine. And then we
I've
talk about
chosen,
you. Yeah.
I've chosen a nickname, okay?
Yeah, it goes down with the I don't know. Oh, we're going. I know. Anyway.
Hi, podcast listeners.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh boy.
We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
But if we look at your fatigue, that's a different story.
Ooh.
All of us are at full. Ooh, I thought one of us had like 1 or 2 left.
Not anymore.
You are all pretty wiped. I will also point out that Don is currently afraid and troubled. Youngsu, you're guilty.
Yeah.
Bao has cleared their conditions.
Just fatigued. For now.
For now.
Now, when it comes to fatigue, though, you do manage to recover some depending on the amount of rest that you manage to get properly, which means that I will take care of all of your fatigue right now. You all have
What?
1 less fatigue.
Oh.
But just 1.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
So restful. Sinking. I'm not gonna complain,
No, definitely not.
but I'm definitely
Sure.
curious.
The last that we heard from a lot of you, you were on a lifeboat, but that lifeboat was sucked back into the ocean with the sinking the thing too, as Youngsu was trying to push against the water to pull Kaiming out of below decks, so that Kaiming could then, not just straight up drown.
Die. Yeah.
Which I will remind all of you, I was absolutely prepared to do if you had decided not to go and rescue her. Thing is, though, you didn't succeed your final roll. So you did get the porthole open. That we did. You did not successfully manage to grab a hold of Kaiming properly. But all of you were dragged down. Bao, you did have the wherewithal to create a bubble of air in an attempt to keep all of you breathing, but I did happen to notice that you had a lot of fatigue going on, and so I don't think that they could have maintained that for terribly long. However, I will give the 3 of you an option. I want you to lift your fingers. Just one. Just one.
Just like
Up like this.
Okay.
On the count of 3, you're going to show a 1, a 2, or a 3.
Okay.
1 is Don, 2 is Youngsu, 3 is Bao, and that's who we're going to start by finding out where you go first. You cannot vote for yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so repeat the numbers.
It's left to right on
Don,
the screen.
Youngsu, Bao.
So,
Yeah.
1 is Don,
Great.
Oh, I love this.
2, 3.
2 is Youngsu, 3 is Bao.
Love that. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I knew it.
Let's go again. Let's go again. Then we'll just reverse it, guys.
Then you can't vote for the same person. No, wait, that leaves.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, now you may vote for yourself.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. All right.
For those podcast listeners, we all keep voting for different people, so there is
Yeah,
no.
there's no consensus.
there is-
First
That's-
person who puts a number in chat, it's going to be that. We'll just do it that way.
Yeah.
We'll let chat decide.
Hi.
Cross there.
Crosshair is decided.
Oh.
Oh.
So has Gil.
Well,
Well, there's consensus in
Yeah,
chat.
there you go.
They've all
Thanks,
picked
chat.
3.
At least somebody has consensus.
we'll figure it out.
Option 3.
Bow. Bow. When Bow wakes up, they are they're in a very, very comfortable place. Imagine a bed that has conformed perfectly to every roll, every curve of your legs, back, shoulders. A pillow that has just cradled head and neck perfectly. And then imagine the opposite of that. Bow, when you wake up,
Wow.
you wake up with rocks and sand directly under you. We're talking several boulders.
Oh god.
You've clearly washed up on the shore of somewhere you don't know. There's several pieces of driftwood next to you. Your purchases that you made while you were on the ship, did you hold on to them?
And I feel like at some point I would have put them down and then taken them with me. So they would have gotten onto the lifeboat with me. But I would not have been holding onto them at the moment I was trying to keep an air bubble around our
Oh,
heads.
give me your hand.
Oh, I'm so my purchases.
Your
Yeah.
purchases are not with you.
Right.
However, you have dried in the sun. The sun is overhead. It feels like it might be midday.
Going to attempt to get to my feet. See if there is land with me, then I want to get off of the rocky rocks and further into.
You don't seem injured. Your clothing is fine. I mean,
And if I
Kinda
remember
wrinkled.
where my stuff went, I yeeted them at the guy.
Oh yeah, who was trying to yeet
pushed
you
her
off the
down.
ship. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought you bounced it off him though.
Oh yeah, right.
And then they
The
came back,
crosshairs, right.
potentially?
Yeah, they landed. Yeah. Anyway.
Pretty sweet.
Your clothing's fine, if a bit wrinkled, but the beach that you're on, it's strange because on either side of this beach, there are tall cliffs. So you've kind of found like a one little inlet. The waves are crashing against the shore of this island with ferocity, but here it seems to be sheltered somewhat. But you don't see any signs of construction, of any crafted devices. You see sky shrooms.
Oh shit.
And some
Liddy.
I was gonna pull out their little pocket telescope and scan what amount of shore they can see and what amount of water they can see to try to spot lifeboats out in the water or other people washed up.
Some of the driftwood that you have definitely looks like it came from that lifeboat.
But no sight of anyone in the water. I was going to turn back towards the island and try to see, is there any vegetation at all that's growing on it?
On the beach, you can see that there's random bits of seaweed that have washed ashore. The further up, there's a tree line. The trees are tropical in nature.
I was gonna head a bit inland in search of shade and hopefully a source of fresh water.
It seems like you're assessing a situation.
Yep.
Why don't you assess these situations?
Oh, these situations. All right.
Wow. 14.
When
When you
When
assess,
Kate
you
says
assess.
wow,
Yeah.
that either means that she rolled like a 3 or she rolled something very
There
high.
is no in between.
But there's no in between, and there's no difference in inflection.
That's true.
That's-
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Very well, you have 2 questions that you may ask.
Who or what is in greatest danger, and what here can I use to I want to use a word just mean multiple things, but what here can I use to get sustenance? Yeah,
Survive's good.
Okay.
yeah, for survival
Uh,
purposes.
Who
yeah.
or what is in the greatest danger? I'm going to tell you that because you can't see anybody else, the answer by default will be you. So you may want to choose a different question.
because I'm not going to get the secret that Go is locked in its
Yeah,
chamber.
that's it.
Then, what should I be on the lookout for?
There is no reasonable expectation that you would figure this out.
Okay, so then what should I be on the lookout for?
Okay. So what can you use to survive? Very shortly, a trip through the trees, you'll be able to find plenty of water and edible fruit. You're educated. You'd be able to tell the difference between a fruit that you could eat and a fruit that you can't, especially because you have spent some time in and among the military. Probably gave you some survival training as well. What should you be on the lookout for? Well, that is a much better question to have asked for today. What should you be on the lookout for? You are not alone on this island. And I'm not talking about other people who you could reasonably expect may have also washed up here. There are other people on this island. You can tell because as you move through the trees, while there isn't anything built that you can see, you can definitely tell that there have been paths that have cleared. Whether that's just because people have used them over and over again or whether it was a deliberate attempt, that's not quite clear. But the paths also look like they were cleared by somebody of your relative size. So it is pretty easy to determine that there are other humans on this island.
Once they've consumed fresh water and have a fruit or two, they're gonna head back to the cliffs to try to make their way up to the tops of the cliffs to get a better vantage point.
Okay. We're gonna go to Don. Don. Don, when you wake up, you are floating. Very, very casually floating in a pool. The pool of water is only just big enough for you. If you spread eagle, you can almost touch the sides. But there's enough water depth in here that you are absolutely floating. You are not touching anything else. The water here, despite the fact that it seems crystal clear, has enough buoyancy that you have very little difficulty staying up. However, you can't see anything.
Okay. So after kind of like blinking a few times just to check if, you know, whether it's dark or whether it's just there's
Your eyes don't work.
there's an issue with her
honestly,
vision, honestly. Dawn will at least try to make it to the nearest side of the pool.
Yep.
No, it's small. She tries to kind of feel along
The water
the walls.
has such strange buoyancy, though, that when you try to move, you're floating too easily. It's difficult to swim. And while it's easy for you to keep your head above water, when you push against the water to try to get to the edge, it doesn't let you. It's keeping you in the center.
I look into the water below me to see if there's something in the water itself that I can see.
You cannot see.
Shit.
I try to bend the earth that I can just touch with my fingertips closer to me.
That you can do. You start drawing earth from the outside of this pool towards you. And again, it's only like about that much between your outstretched limb. So you could bend enough earth to give you a handhold to try to get you out.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to bend enough to create almost like a stepping stone that I can kind of hoist myself out of the water.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You manage to bend enough earth that it comes towards you and that you can put your hand out and then lift yourself out of this pool. The ground that's close to you is warm, as if it's been warmed by either fire or the sun.
Okay.
Not in an unpleasant way, but it's still pitch black in here.
Um,
Or your eyes don't work, but it's likely that it's the place that you're in.
so now that I'm out of the water, I kind of try to see if I can feel along the edge of the pool, hoping that I can move a bit more easily now. I'm looking for inconsistencies in the walls to see if maybe there's a hidden door.
So the pool seems to be situated in the center of a cave.
Okay.
You are in this cavern, and in moving around the sides, you can feel that at one point there seems to be an archway.
I will take that route,
Okay.
crawling and just trying to keep my hands and feet on the ground as much as possible as like an anchor.
When your hand reaches the archway, though, you can tell that there is a wooden door that seems to be separating you, but the door has a knob.
I try to turn it.
Okay, that works. When the door cracks, there's a blinding slice of light that just goes right through the edge, right? Just enough because you haven't seen light in some time, so it's difficult to see. So you're momentarily dazzled
Okay.
by it. And then you hear, "Oh, you got out."
I don't know how I got here.
Fuckers.
I don't know how I got here, but I
put you here. Sit. Your eyes will become used to the light in a moment.
does she recognize the voice, or is this a strange voice? Okay.
It's a stranger's voice.
So when she gets acclimatized enough to see where she might be supposed to sit, she'll go and sit, and try to consider where this voice is coming from.
I mean, there's the ground. You could just sit on the ground. If you go through the door, that's another question. In the cave that you're in, there's no, like, chair or whatever.
Is it all right if I go through the door?
Do you think you should go through the door?
Are you going to hurt me?
I have never, even once, considered the opportunity to do harm to anyone.
It's good enough for Dawn. She crawls through the door and sits on the ground.
Okay. On the ground, takes a couple of moments for you to blink, and then your vision comes into focus. Sitting opposite you, you see a man, silver-haired. There's a couple of crags in the folds of his skin. Shows that he's obviously incredibly well fit, but exposed to the elements. He's aged somewhat. Silver hair is close cropped, along with his beard, and he has piercing blue eyes. He's dressed in a very simple outfit, almost like drapery, just relaxed around his shoulders enough to let it flow down the rest of his body. He's sitting cross-legged, and one thing that you do notice, however, is that his toes are immaculate, as if he's recently had a pedicure.
Oh. If you're the one that saved me, thank you.
It looked like you needed some help. I am Onat.
Could you spell it?
O-N-A-T. I found you, and I brought you here hoping that it may keep you alive.
My name is Dawn. I was traveling with a number of other people on this big ship. It was sabotaged and it sank. and there are a number of people on lifeboats, and my friends and I were in a lifeboat, and we went back to the ship because somebody that we knew was caught there, and then we all got sucked under the ship, and I guess we all got separated. And
The ship that you describe, this happened some time ago.
what do you mean?
The fall of that ship was 100 years.
Not even gonna write it down. Not gonna write it down.
Time passes differently here on.
It's been a month.
What?
Whoa.
No, that's impossible. How could I have... I've been asleep for a month? How am I even alive right now? And do I feel great? I feel, other than feeling tired, I'm walking around, I'm moving around. How is that possible?
I don't know. I found you yesterday.
Okay, the ship that I was on was called the Thing 2. That's the one you're talking about?
I had heard that there was a ship that was destined to fall, but that was a month ago.
Wait, destined to fall.
Yes.
Did you hear of it actually falling, or you knew that it was gonna fall?
Oh. My apologies. What I hear and what happens. Here, sometimes it's difficult to tell which one is which.
Where are we?
Where you are is the blank.
The blank.
There are two spiritual poles in this world. One at the north and one at
The south.
Yes.
I know them well.
There's a third that recently opened.
Republic City.
Yes.
I know that one really well.
Here, we were at one time the furthest point from any pole. The blank. Place cut off from any spirit who would venture to come here.
Oh, wow. I visit the spirit realm regularly. I live in Republic City. I know it as well as it's possible for a human to know it, I think.
We are not touched by spirits here. We have not been touched by spirits here for generations. That is why this place is sacred.
Do you think it benefits you not having that overlap?
It is here that I learned of silence. Do you not have silence in Republic City?
It's a pretty busy place. Always people around, new visitors and tourists, and
It sounds fascinating. At this point now, your eyes have adjusted well enough. You're sitting in what's kind of like, there is just a little bit of cave that then leads out over what looks to be a beautiful beach. Probably not the same beach that you're on, otherwise I would have told you about this cave.
That's important.
But there's a beautiful beach, and the sun is shining towards you, which is why there's a lot of light here. There's a few cushions here, and there's a fire pit, although it currently isn't lit. But there's just enough wood in there that if somebody came along, it would make for quite a merry little fire.
I've never heard of this place before.
Why would you? You walk in the spirit world, you deal with the hustle and bustle of Republic City. What use would you have for silence?
I found that when you're studying something, studying the absence of it can be just as important. And I'm really surprised that my order wouldn't have said anything.
Your order is dedicated to what?
Well, one time it was dedicated to pursuing knowledge and questions that would then be offered up at Wan Shitong's library.
There are no answers here.
But are there questions? If there are, I'll carry them with me until the day the library opens again.
It would
You have my
seem
word.
You have brought all the questions with you. But that is all right. You must be hungry. I'll find you something to eat.
I really appreciate it. I should be looking for the other people I was traveling with. I have no idea where any of them are, and if somebody else washed up on the beach, maybe you missed them. I have to look. I have to see if I can. Maybe someone's still in the water. It's been a month, or it hasn't been a month.
But first, regain your strength. He unfolds his legs and he gets up. He's short. He stands maybe only about 5 feet. Give me a moment. Ease your conscience. For now, the one whose survival you should be occupied with is your own.
Easier said than done.
He walks out of the cave. Young-Soo. One person woke up on a beach alone with rocks surrounding them. One person woke up in a pool, ostensibly trapped until she found her way out. Where do you think you are?
The lifeboat miraculously intact?
That's so kind of you to think that way.
What? Just thinking about balance.
You wake up in a bed.
A bit of.
You wake up in a bed that is among the most comfortable you've ever slept in. Clearly, somebody has gone to a great effort, or you have sheets underneath you, blanket covering you. Your clothing is drying next to a small fire, which is in a fireplace. You are in a small cabin. Hanging on the walls of this cabin, you see that there's various dried preserves. There's a few oars. Hanging from the ceiling, there looks to be like a canoe or a kayak, suspended by vines. There's no electricity here. There's no light. No electric light anyway. But there are plenty of windows, all of which are facing. Well, they all face the outside, so there isn't like it's just a one-room cabin,
Right.
And light streams in from the south. I guess you'd have to assume.
Presumably, yeah, exactly.
Midday. Yeah. And we assume the sun works the same way here
Yeah,
that it
please.
does.
Good. Oh god, can you imagine?
It's not a sphere. World is flat.
Oh.
But you hear humming coming from behind a screen. Off in the corner, the screen has markings of that of the... It's odd. It looks vaguely water tribe, but it's not blue, it's green.
Okay. Yongsu's definitely intrigued to know that there's someone there. However, I think as he gets his bearings, he would want to check on a few things. Can he move?
Yes.
He had on him at the time of the crash 3-section staff and the mirror scale.
Mm-hmm.
They would be on his back, but he's lying in a bed, so they're not
Neither
there.
of those things seem to be on your person at this time.
Ruh-roh. Okay. Okay. Those were my first questions.
You are, however, wearing what seems to be a thin nightshirt. So you're not nude,
Right, okay.
but you clearly also don't remember putting it on or whatever.
I think before sort of saying anything, he's going to sit up, swing his legs out of bed.
Are you all right? The humming stops, and from behind the screen, you can see a silhouette of somebody looking up.
I'm surprised to say that I think I am.
I took the liberty of making sure that your clothes could get dry. It seemed like you'd been in the ocean for quite some time.
It's incredibly kind of you to take pity on a poor castaway.
Pity. An interesting word for you to choose. Does charity always require pity?
No, of course not.
I'll let you get dressed before I come out.
Yongsu nods, but maybe they can't see him. And dresses. He's glancing about, though, looking for staff and mirror scale. He doesn't really have any other personal effects other than his clothes, so that's kind of all he's looking
Sounds like you're assessing a situation.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'm doing. Okay, cool. 9.
Okay, you can ask me one question.
That's the ticket.
What you're gonna use to kill him?
Yeah, basically. Who's most vulnerable to me? Let's go. It's the old person. Kick their ass.
One sharpened pencil.
What? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. What should I be on the lookout for?
The person in this cabin has less than a week to live. Assuming nothing else changes.
Okay.
Here's how you know.
I was about to say, am I psychic? Awesome.
There's a calendar on the wall. There's a circled date, and it just says goodbye. And it's 6 days from this point. The calendar, if you check, would indicate that you indeed have only been on this island for about a day
Okay.
or less.
Okay. Yeah, based on my knowledge of when the thing 2 went down, it's been about a day for me. Okay. Okay. Dressing and talking this information, Yongsu clears his throat. I have to thank you again.
There's medications all on it. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. Like
Right.
that's the assumption that this person is
Right.
not a long time.
As opposed to just like time to go
Yeah.
to Portugal. You know what I mean?
Good old Portugal.
Portugal. That's it. I'm Yongsu. I would love to be able to thank the person who saved my life.
The person behind the screen walks around it. My name is Sandhya. Sandia.
Okay.
And you came along just in time. I may not have been able to help you.
Well, very fortunate for me, then.
You arrived at my door.
I don't remember that.
I'm not surprised. You weren't exactly with it.
Did someone bring me here?
No. You arrived on your own power. You opened the door and surprised me. You begged for help and fell down.
Sandhya, I was in a large crash, an ocean liner, and my friends were there.
Oh. But that was a month ago.
What do you mean? I arrived here yesterday?
Yes. Have you been at sea that long?
I'm no sailor, but that doesn't sound possible.
This good that you are still here and up and about, but nasty business about the ship.
It was, yeah. It was violent. And it was awful, and I know who did it. Sandhya, have you seen anyone else recently? Any of my friends? You wouldn't know them, I know, but any other people who maybe washed ashore here, wherever here is?
Yes,
Where are they?
just one. So I'm afraid not they.
I understand.
I'll show you. Gets moving, seems relatively solid and stable.
Okay.
Just not in a hurry. Moves to the door, cabin, opens it, that leads outside, and you can see on this side of the cabin outside there's several other cabins
Okay.
that are here. They all seem to be in a circle, a semicircle. There's off in the distance there's a cave.
Okay.
In there.
Are these all of yours?
No.
Oh.
I don't live alone here.
I'm sorry, I don't know where I am.
You're at the blank.
Youngsu's face reflects this fact.
Come. Come.
Yes.
She walks to the next cabin door, knocks on it. Then the door opens up and a amazingly attractive man opens the door. Just standing there, his brown skin just shines in the sun. His hair black, but it's got gold weaves all throughout it. Sharp nose, long fingers covered in rings of various stone. Wearing a green, just a green top, but then the blue pants that you would expect somebody from the Water Tribes, but a green vest like somebody from the Earth Kingdom would normally wear.
I mean, Youngsu looks at this man in deep confusion.
Hello. It is good you're awake. Would you come in, please?
Sure. He turns back towards Sandhya. I'm dreaming. I'm gonna be waking up soon.
Oh. Would you prefer to be dreaming?
No. No, this is very nice. I'm just telling myself so that I will. That's how I used to get myself up in the morning for farming.
I will leave you in Vaka's care. Vaka.
Thank you.
course.
Impulsively, he reaches out to grab her hands.
When you take her hands, they feel fragile.
Oh God. Crunch.
Not like,
No, I know.
but like clearly, she's old.
Thank you.
You've given me a gift. That's worth something.
I had nothing to give.
It is good to feel useful now and then. Bow. When you start climbing the cliff, it's easy. It looks like it was made for climbing. Handholds all over the place. You're athletic. You managed to make it up there, no problem.
Tell me where
A little bit of bending, yeah. Whoop! It's so easy. I love it.
When you reach the top and you look down, you see that there seems to be a small village. And by small, I mean maybe 20 little cabins that are spread in a semicircle close to a cave. Sitting on a rock, close to the edge, looking out over the ocean, is a tiny little creature with 6 stubby legs, long tail.
Does it appear to be Ha or something?
Seems like it's Ha.
I was gonna hurry over.
Huh?
At the same time.
I was gonna hold it there.
So, Ha walks over to their arm and just kind of uses thumps to sort of push, as if not sure if you're real, and then crawls up and onto the arm and onto his shoulder, and then
Have you seen anyone else?
huh?
I'm looking for them. We're gonna look for them together.
Oh,
Bow's probably got like the core of whatever fruit they were eating and offers it to Ha.
huh.
Right. Village? Shall we head to the village? Village it is. Bow will head towards this collection of cabins.
As Bao starts, so it's sort of like a slope downwards towards the village. It's not far, maybe a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
As they get closer, though, it becomes clear that Ha is skittish. Starts to cling a bit more to Bao, but then as Bao continues to move closer and closer to the village, at one point, Ha starts tugging on Bao's hair.
What's up?
Oh.
I was gonna transfer Ha into their hands. I don't speak spirit. Something's upsetting you, though.
Young.
Do you sense Young? Are you missing Young? Because I'm missing Young too, and I want to find him.
How, while Ha is resting in your hands, they cover Ha's own eyes.
Yeah.
I realize the podcast can't see what I'm doing.
Or they can't hear me, yeah. Bao looks at this. I'm gonna see if there are people, but you can I'll keep you safe.
Hmm.
You don't have to come with. I can find. Okay, well then I'm gonna stay with you.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Do you want to avoid the village?
Young.
I want to find Young-Soo too. We're gonna find him. We're going to. Okay? And the others. Alright. And hopefully it looks like there are lots of houses. That means lots of people, which means more people to help find Young-Soo and Dunn and all the rest of our friends. He was okay. I saw him just before we went under the water. We were all there. If I'm okay, the rest of us must be. If you're okay, that's good. Because you were the last one we didn't see. And you got here. Alright? Alright. To the village. To get help. Good. Bao's gonna continue towards the collection of cabins.
As you continue going towards the cabins, it's clear that Ha's uncomfortable. Something is preventing or worrying or...
Yeah.
But any kind of like checking up on Ha just buries its head in your neck. Just...
Bao's gonna keep their eyes open for... They're gonna, if a butterfly passes, they're gonna look a little longer at it. They're worried that there might be some sort of spiritual presence or something that Ha might be afraid of, so they're gonna, double check that there isn't, a shimmering mirage that is actually, gonna eat me or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna keep an eye out
Okay.
as they head towards cabins.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
After a moment, your mysterious benefactor returns, carrying a bowl and a spoon. There's a simple stew in this bowl, which is offered to you.
She takes the bowl gratefully. Thank you. And has a few bites, trying to pace herself in case her body reacts strangely to eating food after so
No,
long.
it just tastes good.
So how long have you lived here?
No one lives here for long. I've been here for maybe 2 months.
Oh, really? Not long. Where were you before here, if you don't mind my asking?
The Northern Water Tribe.
Please tell me if I'm prying too much. Questions are kind of my thing. What made you leave the Northern Water Tribe?
I am trying to... It will sound vain, but I felt like I had learned everything that I could. I'm here to try and learn beyond.
Listening to silence.
Yes.
Did you know that this place was here, or did you just find it?
Master Waterbenders know this place.
They're very attuned with the spirits.
Yes.
There's a certain contingent that is very involved in the spirit world.
Yes.
And so with that comes the absence of the spirit world, like we were saying.
Yes.
And so you heard about this place, and
It is a pilgrimage that some of us choose to take, to try to find answers in silence. You attempt to find answers in the opposite.
my chosen path is getting as many voices as possible. and then I find the answer just reveals itself amongst them. And yours is the opposite. In a bevy of silence, one answer comes to you.
I have found no answers yet. But I did find you.
I'm very grateful.
Come, and we'll see if we can find your friends.
Okay. She gets up.
Offers to take the bowl. You should know that it's very difficult to escape. You're not a waterbender, are you?
I'm an earthbender.
Now I understand.
What? Wait, what do you mean?
To leave the pool, it is difficult to swim.
I made a rock. Well, I brought a rock closer to me. Is there a lot of water like that around here?
It is the only place I know, but I have not been everywhere.
Have others washed up?
I don't know, but that doesn't mean that others have not. I've been in this cave for quite some time.
Others?
Yes, there are others who live here.
Did you all go on this pilgrimage at the same time, or did you all appear different? Are you all from the same place?
No. There are some who choose to come here from the Northern Water Tribe, others from the Southern Water Tribe. Some come from the Foggy Swamp. Most of us are waterbenders. Occasionally, someone else stumbles across this island. You, for instance.
I don't understand how I've never heard of this place before.
Why would anyone care about a place like this?
I try to care about all sorts of places.
To care about everything is to care very much about nothing.
Well, then I try to be aware of all the places I'm gonna have to travel to. I'm very good with maps.
Awareness is different. This is not a very large island.
No, but I mean, it's not on a map. It's not. It's like it's on another plane entirely. And time seems to work differently here. And yet, it's not on the spiritual plane. It couldn't be further from the spiritual plane. So where is it? Where are we?
On the ocean. Come.
She gets up and follows.
Youngsu,
Mm-hmm.
I found your friend. At least I assume she's your friend. But she hasn't woken up.
Eyes to someone in a bed?
Not a bed.
Okay.
A hammock. Lying in a hammock is now has been very similar to how you were, under blankets, wrapped in a night shirt. Her clothing is sitting next to a fire, drying out. I haven't chosen to wake her, though. It seemed like she needed the sleep.
I think we all did.
Are you all right?
No.
Sit with me. Tell me. I wish to hear. How can we make you better?
You seem really, spiritual.
You could say that. Here, it matters very little.
Oh, okay. Vaka, there's a lot that I have to say, and I think the most important thing you need to know, because I don't know where we are. If we're anywhere near where the ship went down, there might be people who are looking for us. Us. And then I motion to now.
It is possible.
They're not good people.
Hmm.
They wish destruction They wish for things that are unjust and unfair, and I worry that if they come here after us, that they might find you as well. Are you prepared to fight?
Weapons are forbidden here. Fighting is forbidden here.
Sky Bison.
Sky Bison are alright. They're welcome. Although I have not seen one here.
No, I can only imagine. Is that why my There's a pause, and then Youngsu just like makes a decision, takes a breath, and looks dead into Vaka's eyes. Is that why you took my stuff?
What stuff would I have taken from you? I have no interest in stealing from you.
I had two very important things with me.
Two.
Yes.
And one of them is a weapon.
Yes.
It is possible that your weapon is still somewhere here, but again, they are forbidden. You are not allowed to wield one here.
The other, I suppose, could be a sort of weapon if someone were to use it in a certain way.
Well, I could use a bottle as a weapon. I could use a handful of dust.
Fuck, are you telling me I just appeared here?
We found you with the clothing on your back. You came to the door, you asked for help, and then fell down.
Oh, if I lost it, I...
Lost what?
So this is going to sound, this is going to sound outside of the ordinary. When the ship went down, I was in possession of an artifact that can change the world.
I see.
And it was given to me by someone who was sworn to protect it. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Your friend here.
Although she's also, I think, kind of sworn to protect it. It's complicated. If I lost it, then I don't know what happens to any of us, to the world, and it would be my fault.
Were you the one who sunk the ship?
No.
Were you the one responsible for having someone else sink the ship?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Then how could this be your fault? Sit.
It's like some restless pacing and then just plonks himself down.
Tell me something. Do you believe that the world is so fragile that it depends on your every move?
I'm not that... No, I'm not that vain.
Do you believe that the actions of others can affect your life?
I know they can.
And do you believe that you have no control over your own life?
I have to be in control of my own life.
Yes. Then may I ask you, why is it that you are acting as if only your actions matter?
Because I had one job.
And what was that job?
To protect that artifact, and then as well to protect those people who wanted to keep it safe.
Oh, that's two
That's
jobs.
two jobs. I had two jobs.
And so, performing one of these jobs prevented you from performing the other one?
No, I just think I failed at both.
You don't look like a failure to me.
You don't know me, Baka.
This is true.
Just like I don't know you.
I imagine you don't.
Do you have anything to eat?
I have so much to eat.
The answer I was expecting.
You care for these nuts. The You see, I
No, I'll allow it.
I would have been able
Clip
to
it.
maintain my my own composure, and then you clearly didn't, and I was like, no, I can't.
Not
I
happening.
can't.
Someone hit that clip button, please, and thank you.
Passes you a bowl full of various nuts.
Okay. I feel like Youngsu's going to try to pace himself and probably not succeed. And just like, oh.
He seems very happy to let you eat whatever you want.
You haven't seen anyone besides me and her.
Well, there's the others who live here.
Right, yeah, of course.
Or,
Wait.
I should say visit here. No one lives here for very long.
Are there like scary animals or something?
It is a difficult place to stay. It's quiet here. The blank is not an easy place to remain.
Why not? What's wrong with
Because-
quiet?
Because there is no connection to the spirit world here. None at all.
Oh. Wasn't there like a time when like most of the world wasn't that connected to the spirit world? I don't know. I don't know much.
I'm not the person to ask about that.
Right.
As spiritual as I may be, someone else here may be able to answer that for you.
I know someone who'd know in a heartbeat.
Who's that?
One of the other people I was traveling with. Two of my good friends.
Well, we can go and see if we can find them.
Yeah. Yeah, why aren't we doing that now?
Because I was tending to your friend here.
Right, and I thank you for that, and I'm sure she will too.
What's her name?
Now,
No. She seems fierce.
that's the sense I get too, yeah.
Hmm.
You can keep tending to her, I can find my way, I think. It's there isn't anything here that's gonna like eat me or anything, right? Just like suck me into a void of silence or something. Quicksand of silence.
Somehow I think you would be alright, even if someone did come along to try to eat you.
Okay. Well, thanks, Vaka. I'll go. I'll have a look.
Of course. Bao, as you head further and further in, once you get to the outskirts of the village, you'll see Youngsu.
Bao's gonna call from whatever distance they notice. Youngsu!
There's definitely one of these. Like, as he clears his eyes, and then
You hear someone shouting Youngsu. Done.
Ah!
Bao points towards their shoulder, which maybe has a light blue blob rather than a fully discernible
It's
penny.
just a blob.
Yeah, yeah.
just a blob. So Youngsu is sprinting towards Bao and Ha.
And Don starts sprinting towards the sounds too.
Will attempt a dive tackle hug,
Oh, wow.
and hopefully will not
Bao will
like
not be expecting that
kill
at all.
oh,
All right, combat.
yay!
No, Bao just
That's
goes
an
down.
attack.
I would like to seize a position.
Position is?
It's group hug.
Hug, yeah. Friends, that's nice. That's
So Don starts barreling along as well.
Yeah, I kind of pictured that, like, we were probably slightly closer. So Youngsu,
Bonk.
like, tackles Bao plus Ha into the dust. And then there's the sound of footsteps. And, like, you know, they look over. Yeah.
I don't know. Are you just like jumping up?
Okay.
Bump.
And thud onto the pile of bodies.
Hey, is everyone okay?
I haven't, you're the first I saw. I found, I guess, Ha, back there. Have you seen anyone else?
Yeah, there's like a whole village of like really spiritual
Of
like
our
water.
friends.
Oh, now.
Sure.
I mean, she's out, but she's okay. I think.
Okay,
No one's seen. No, I haven't seen her.
go.
Or the other three that were in our boat. No, no one.
I'm a shuffleboard player.
Yeah.
The two others, yeah.
Youngsu pauses and then takes a moment to reach out towards Ha, who is possibly hiding, I guess. Like
Ha is just absolutely like clinging to Bao's shoulder.
and just goes
No reaction.
nothing, eh?
It's been getting more and more upset the closer I got to this village. I've been trying to like keep an eye open in case there's some sort of huge spirit. I don't know if you have spirit smell.
Well, no to that. But
I probably smell like a spirit.
I do have some ideas as to what could be wrong. This place is called the Blank, and it is the furthest you could possibly get from the spirit world.
What?
There is no spiritual presence here at all. It used to be the furthest distance from the two poles, and now that there's this portal in Republic City, I don't know, but people come here for pilgrimages to actually get away from it for clarity. But of course, buddy, of course this is hard for you. You're really brave to be here, you know?
Response from that?
It's like a party where you don't know anyone.
Seems to have gotten worse the closer we get to this village. I guess this is the center, what with the circle. You came out of a cave?
Yeah.
I met some nice people in a cabin. They all seemed really like, I don't know, at the end of a spiritual journey or something. Like really like enlightened, you know?
Maybe they're enlightened enough to help us find Kaiming and the others.
Maybe. Some monk movers I used to want.
If Dawn's pouch of sand is still on her.
Yes, we're also surrounded by sand. There's plenty of.
But this is special sand, because this sand's been to
Oh.
the spirit world. So she kind of holds it out to Ha. I know it's not the same, but maybe this will help a little bit.
Ha is not moving.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
I'm not saying that your sand isn't a good idea.
That's okay.
I don't want to nix this green light session when it comes to making Ha feel better.
We just have to get away from here
Yeah.
to help out. But
But we need to find Kaiming, and if there's people, they can help us, hopefully. They seem spirit-y. That's
The man
easy.
who's accompanying you is standing a respectful distance.
just watching like
This is it Onat or Onat?
Oh, not.
This is Onat. Onat, this is Youngsu and Bao, and this little one here is Ha.
Whoa.
Onat saved me.
Thank you.
I'm not certain it's safe for that one.
Yeah, this is like the anti-spirit.
We just have seen no spirits here.
And if you're all here to anti-spirit, spiritual escape, then you've spoken to the villagers, and you've spoken to the villagers. I'm gonna get
Time for you.
it out of here.
make camp somewhere maybe.
I'm gonna search the shoreline.
Okay.
That's at least as far as I can get without throwing fins or wings.
Yeah. He seems okay to be left somewhere. Maybe do that and come back, or we'll come find him.
Before then, the three of you are here. How many more are there of you?
So now has been found. There's
4 others in the ship. There are
In the lifeboat,
hundreds
yeah.
of others in the ship. 4 others in the lifeboat.
One of them is our friend. I also had on me a couple of items of importance that don't seem to be with me anymore. And I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I hear that weapons aren't allowed here.
They are not.
It would be very concerning if they were taken from me because they seemed to be weapons.
I didn't know you were on the island.
No, of course not.
Maybe who found you? Maybe we could just ask them if maybe they put them aside for safekeeping.
Apparently, I walked up to the cabin, asked for help, and fell over.
Okay.
Didn't have anything with me.
Well, let's retrace your imagined steps. Bao, Where did you end up?
On shore.
Okay, we could retrace that path.
How big is this place?
You could cross it in about 20 minutes.
Searching the shoreline won't take long at all. Then.
Let's search. Can I have some of your water?
Yeah, of course. You okay, Don?
Better. Would you like to take a break?
Yeah, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Just swallowed some sand, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Classic.
Hashtag sand swallowing. I get it.
Oh,
It's so awful
Sand
all of a
bending.
sudden.
You are a sandbender.
I am.
oh, has my staff gained sentience, Pukajutsu?
Blam, blam.
Bloop, bloop.
Oh god. I
Okay.
completely missed. Bonked into the table
We
instead
Gucci.
of tucking in the chair. John,
I'm
do you
fine,
need-
thank you.
Oh.
I knew what she was going to ask because she's that kind of gal.
Nice. I'll be up and at him in a minute as well. That would be pretty sweet.
It would be a double beat. I've given Scott living weapons before.
Actually, fair. That's a really good point. How often has he slept with an inside joke for RPG Clinic? Long time.
Is that an inside joke or is that just straight up a question that you can answer?
It's just a straight up a question. I can.
What's the answer to that
I
question?
think it's one.
What's
Now you'll notice I say I think because sometimes shit happens to me in these games and I don't remember it.
Oh, Caliburn. Oh, not there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but maybe there.
Oh no. Very good. Very good.
But only Whisper fits there.
Yeah, no.
What?
We're gonna leave it. No, I was just trying to remember if I had something sexual involving Whisper, but probably.
I should probably actually play this. So you can see some ads if you're not subscribed, but don't worry, they're just there so that we don't have to play ads during game.
And if you're still here, thanks for subscribing. Which is great. Great question, Aphael. The Jorik's bow, beat. Question mark? I think it was
Heartstring.
Heartstring. Right. What the hell is final beat? Doesn't matter.
That's
Oh,
the bow you got later.
yes, and I think it belonged to Starlight
Starlight
Dove. Yeah, that's right. Oh my god, it's been a long time. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna put the sword back in the stone.
Gross.
Gross. The stone is my ass.
I'm not going to watch you do this for a fourth time.
All right, well, that's me.
I don't care if it's better when I watch.
Thought we were partners. Back in a sec. Whee! I mean, this is wild.
I mean, I do enjoy having romantic relationships, apparently with inanimate objects. Wait, no, Scott enjoys it. I just enjoy being the inanimate object. No, now that makes it sound like all I do is just lie on a bed and fucking starfish. Oh, God. There's no way out of this. There's no way out of this. There never will be. Yeah. Commercials are still going on? Well. How would you quote that? I'm not sure you should, but you can do ! Quote ad? Yeah. I can find that for you, though. Yeah, quote ad. Kung Fu Fenris, I hope, if I'm reading that correctly, I'm very pleased. You know the mechanics, it was just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Look, the reality is that if you ever need somebody to yes and with, Scott's up at the top of that list. Excellent, Kung Fu Fenris. That I'm excited about, and I'm equally excited also to see what's going to happen for the future. So, Scott is He's pretty close to the best, yes. He's certainly the best of us. I don't know if that goes without saying, but it kind of does.
Scott is the best of us, of course.
Yeah. It feels like the two of you coordinated this.
We just walked back down the hall together.
You set your glasses down.
Oh, yeah.
Came
We
in,
both
sat
tucked
in your
in.
chairs, tucked in.
In.
What is that you're eating?
A fistful of goldfish pretzels because I'm suddenly starving, so.
Like warlords at a meeting.
Yes, we need to tell you. Your army is going to be leading the charge. Ours will support.
From a safe distance, you see.
Yours are the fiercest.
Better trained.
They will be the heroes.
With all the glory and the fame.
I'm not annexing Florida. Some would say not worth.
I mean, to replace the government. We changed the law that leads to all the Florida Man articles because, yeah, that's why you get all those Florida Man articles, because they have laws about how much you can publish or whatever.
Right. You're
So.
about to put out there.
Yeah.
Turning like warlords of me.
Yes.
Hey.
The thing I don't understand is how you managed to survive for a month.
A month?
Apparently the ship went down a month ago.
But I've only been here for a day.
So have I. I was found yesterday.
Then it was another ship?
No, the thing too. That was the ship.
What ship went down?
We heard of another ship, a warship, that went down a month ago.
You weren't on a warship.
No, that we were on a luxury liner.
Brought down by an act of
What did
war.
you hear about the warship?
A warship that had been passing by close to these waters. Several of their soldiers managed to make it to our shores.
Was it of a specific nation? Was it from the Republic?
Was an Earth Kingdom vessel.
Can you describe this ship?
I didn't see it.
But people who were on it ended up here?
Yes, they left soon afterwards.
Did anyone speak to them?
We gave them shelter, food, allowed them to use our one working communication device.
Were they all Earth Kingdom?
As far as I could tell, but I'm...
Okay. So we came down.
Your friend
Went
has
down.
a lot of questions.
She
You
gets
can
kind
tell
of-
that Dawn is like vibrating with
kind
all the
of
ones
her-
she wants to ask
Kind
and
of her
isn't
thing,
saying.
yeah.
Good way to get answers.
That's a good point, too.
Thank you. I was extremely concerned for a moment when I thought that we had somehow missed a month. Seems to have been a different ship.
Looks unconvinced that it's not.
I will let you know that unfortunately your retreat may be interrupted further, as we were on a cruise ship with dozens, if not hundreds, of passengers. So there may be others washing ashore or lifeboats coming to ground. I did get out a communique, but barely.
We don't know what happened to everyone else.
I didn't get a response before things fritzed.
Hmm. We can make sure that others will know so that you can make your way back home, but first, I imagine you would like to try to find the rest of your friends.
Yes. How did the ones who left, who were on the warship, who were here and then left, how did they leave?
Another warship arrived to take them away.
How were they located?
They called. We gave them the coordinates.
There's some sort of communication device here, you said.
Yes.
Okay.
They knew someone who could come pick us up.
Anyone will.
Oh, right. Right. We have important people here. Don't worry about it. What?
It was just meant to be a comforting.
Oh, yeah. You think you're supposed to hit me if you want to comfort me, isn't that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
you're
an
great.
established fact? From the
Yeah.
I kid.
Sorry, to answer your question, Gil.
Yes.
Yes. Youngsu saw the calendar and the dates matched what he...
Like one day ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. It was either, yesterday, essentially. If there's no one else here that you know of that's recently come here, then we're going to start searching for our friend. We'll make the trek around the island. It's an island. And perhaps we'll return. We will return.
We'll definitely return.
Yeah, just see.
Thank you for your hospitality. My apologies for intruding on your visit here, time here, existence here.
Yeah,
Non-existence here in the blank.
not sure either, to be honest with
You should go. Your friend needs to be away from here.
I'm
So-
going.
So are we gonna set off in the direction we came, or that you came from, or the other way?
So there were cliffs on the other side of my beach, and I climbed up. So if you're gonna do, assuming that that's the only crevice in the cliffs, I'd do the 360 to the or the
The other way around.
340 to the other end of the.
Cloud just starts doing heel flip 360s.
Oh shit!
Nice.
It, like
Goldfinger starts playing.
Oh.
720s, like just 'cause they're airbending, right?
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, just like.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head off, I guess, not necessarily through the village, but in the
That
opposite
next
direction.
career move. Forget pro bending, pro skateboarding.
Boarding, yeah.
Pro yeah.
Rewarding.
Don't mention that they're airbending.
Yeah, whatever.
Bowhawks, pro ski.
Bow Hawks pro skating. Pretty good.
To the cliffs and circling shores.
No.
Mhm.
When they're a little ways away from the village, something about this is making me, well, a lot of this is giving me a lot of questions. But the warships, more than anything.
Definitely something to investigate once we are safe.
Earth Kingdom warships?
That shouldn't be a thing.
What were they doing over here?
Earth
And that was-
Kingdom does have a navy.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
just not nearly as advanced as certain other nations.
They were over here, and then they happened to sink, and then another one showed up so quickly.
The fact, well, no. They called for help. They could have been part of a flotilla. They could have been doing training exercises, but it's still peculiar that there would be, that they would come so close to this if this is some sort of important retreat. But also, the fact that a ship sank in the same area a month ago makes me suspect that that doesn't happen unless there was an attack from someone somewhere or sabotage. Ships don't just accidentally sink. I mean, I'm not as familiar with the Earth Kingdom's navy, but I would assume they know how to. They have mental benders. They'll be watertight.
They'd be fine. And no news of Thing 2 going down. Although I
No.
suppose that was recently.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So we're the only news that would have arrived. Yes.
I assume that you're searching while you're...
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
we're walking, talking.
Classic walk and talk. The plan is to search the shoreline for any
You
trace
find
of
something.
timing. Okay,
Staff of America.
please.
There's just off the shore, about halfway around the island, there's a trough that has been very hastily dug off to the side, just off the beach. Clearly, somebody had to have had enough wherewithal to create this trough. Now, it could have been an earthbender. It could have even been a sandbender, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that somebody excavated this just in their own power, right? Not, I'm just trying to be like, not everything is earthbending, but it definitely could have been earthbending.
Okay.
And there are palm fronds that have been laid over top, creating a makeshift shelter. Standing, however, at the head of these palm fronds is your staff. It's been jammed into the ground.
Youngsu looks to it and then kind of at his companions. Kaiming, is that you? Are you in there? And goes to peel back some of the palm fronds.
When you peel back the palm frond,
Bao isn't gonna stop Youngsu, but they're gonna lay a hand on Youngsu's shoulder.
What?
Not again.
Right. Just like a
Yeah.
just like a support. Okay.
okay, so
It's not to stop him. It's just Bao has a very dark thought. So
Sure.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Totally.
when you peel the palm fronds back, you find Youngsu.
What?
What?
Youngsu lying here, dead.
Oh my god. I mean,
Bao's going to grab this Youngsu's wrist and try to wrench it behind his back.
what's that? Hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is happening. I'm Youngsu, okay? I don't know what this is. He's probably ill a little bit too, you know what I mean? Like, with so much happening.
Is Ha reacting at all to any of this? Because
Oh,
Ha
is it?
was talking about Young.
Ha has still
Okay.
stayed where Ha is.
Don it starts scrambling down into the trench.
Which is now clearly more of a grave.
Yeah.
That's what.
She
that's exactly
scrambles
what-
down there
That's
to
it. Oh,
the
of course, yeah.
to the body
Me.
and stares at it more closely, doesn't touch it yet.
I don't understand. That I get, and I get it too.
What's your favorite boba tea?
Youngsu names the one that he used to drink at Kaiming's shop. It had acai berries in it. I honestly don't remember. I'm so sorry. It was,
No, I
it
don't
feels
know
like a
if
million
we
years
picked
ago.
But that, yeah,
Liar!
great.
He was allergic. Oh!
Yeah, that seems random enough. Let's go of Youngsu's arm.
Huh? Ha just very carefully pulls itself out, leaving a tiny little Ha face indentation in your neck briefly.
Adorable.
Ha does not look well.
I was going to hand Ha towards Don.
Don is currently in the grave.
Oh God.
Towards
Yep.
Youngsu.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what this place does to you, but it's not good. Okay, come here.
She reaches out and pokes Youngsu, the dead one.
It feels physical enough.
She checks to see if this version of Youngsu has the mirror scale.
No.
What is this?
Is it possible to disguise something to look like someone else?
She checks for makeup, a hairpiece, but it seems real.
So you're examining the body.
She's
closely.
examining the body closely.
Okay.
Youngsu,
Poking
if you
around.
have a twin now would be a really good time to say something.
Secrets are out. Just kidding. Sorry. No, that is
Can you imagine if that was the secret?
literally yes. I can.
Yeah.
It is not. And I want to make that clear. That would be awesome.
Been twin boozled again.
Twin boozled.
You fuckers.
I've been two people the whole time.
As you start to manipulate the corpse, trying to figure out whether it is in fact young Sue, it starts to melt in your hands. And then it falls away. It just sort of washes away into the sand.
Dawn just looks at her hands in disbelief for a moment, like she's trying to reconcile what she saw.
Like, is it like what happens here? You can kind of
This.
no. Is it maybe what happens on this island? You said it was furthest from the spirit hole.
There's
right?
no spiritual presence here.
Sure feels like the kind of stuff I'd expect from a spirit.
This makes me wonder, can the mirror scale even exist here? The mirror scale operates mortal realm versus the spirit realm, how the two impact each other. So the perfect center of that must mean that this either doesn't exist or exists more than anything else could possibly exist. Does that make sense?
Not really. It's a thing.
Pulls the staff out of the ground and hands it to living Youngsu.
It is, for all intents and purposes, as far as you can tell, your staff.
Okay.
Feels the same weight. I mean, clearly it's a little swollen from being in the ocean for so long, but
Sure.
that's not something that can't be fixed.
No.
Someone buried this.
Thinking it was me, probably.
It was Kai Ming.
That's my thought.
But where would she go?
She's a survivor. She would have laid you to rest, left your staff. Who else would care to leave your staff other than someone who knows you?
What if she'd gone on the warship?
That was here a month ago?
We don't know when they left.
We have to keep looking for her, and then maybe we can
It's
talk
been a
to
day.
others at the village and see if anybody actually spoke to the survivors of the warship.
Right.
Onat
Yeah.
seems to, he keeps to himself. He didn't even know that you were here.
No one knew anything about either of you either.
You said you just walked up to the cabin and asked for help, and then passed out.
Yeah. Hey, this is... I don't know a lot of spirity stuff, but if this is one of those situations where there's like two versions of me now and like I'm the bad one, just like end it, okay? Good? We're all friends here, right? Like if I'm the evil version of you, like just deal with me,
Youngsu,
okay?
have you looked in the mirror scale at all?
Oh, Sky Bison.
What?
Yeah, I did.
What did you see?
Youngsu tells his friends that in trying to... Yeah, sorry, I'll do it. I'll keep it in the fiction. I'm just like, my memory is a little... Anyway, that's fine.
Storyteller, please correct any errors.
Any errors? Well, I don't know. I needed to know where Ha was, how to free Kai Ming. I looked into the mirror scale when we were still on the ship. I wanted to know what would happen if I went down to rescue Kai Ming, and what I saw was a vision of Ha leaving or re-entering the spirit world. I thought that meant that he had left me, that he was already gone. So I didn't go back for her right away.
You didn't see yourself at all in it.
Right. Okay.
Let me know if you're continuing to move or whether you're staying.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to look for if there's any other indication of work, like changes to the environment having been
Yeah.
made.
Footprints, structures, shelters.
Otherwise, would probably
You're trying to track.
yeah.
Ooh.
Sure. Not track.
Right.
That means that you're assessing the situation.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. Go ahead and ask your questions. Damn.
I know. Good.
It's creativity. I'm good at it.
Thank you.
I rolled average. What's your best way?
Oh, is that where you have a +3 is in
Yeah.
creativity? Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
We love it around here. Look up stats.
So,
Oh!
Take +1 on going when acting on the answers. I completely forgot about that. What should I be on the lookout for? And I don't know, friends. Thoughts? Who or what is the biggest threat? I think is what I'm going to ask, if that makes any sense to ask.
You said, what here can I use to find Kaiming?
That's a good one. That's different enough from on the lookout for. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, so what here can I use to find Kaiming,
Mhm.
and what should I be on the lookout for?
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to find Kaiming, what you should be looking for are the evidence of her passing. But as you say, she's a survivor. She's trained to move in these environments without leaving a trace, which means she's likely not using the ground. She's probably trying to navigate in the trees as much as possible.
Like an airbender bow.
Second, what should you be on the lookout for? There is at least one other grave. This one is about 100 meters away. Okay?
Play.
There is another one about 100 meters away, further down the shore. Again, palm fronds over a hastily dug.
I mean, it won't be me again, right? I can do it if that's.
Young Sue's all the way down. Man.
It could be. It really could be. Hey, we're gonna get out of this, okay? I don't know how, and I certainly don't know when, but
It's fine. They have a communication device. We'll figure it out.
Just
Exactly.
do it. Just show who it is.
This
I-
one doesn't have a marking, by the way.
okay, nothing
No-
scrawled or
no.
planted or anything like that. Okay. Peel back some palm fronds. Tentatively this time.
It's done.
I put them back. Hey, buddy. Why don't I take care of this one?
I was gonna head sort of in the, from A to B, from like Youngsu to Dawn, sort of continue in that direction to see if there are more.
No, those are the only two. In this area, anyway.
Yeah.
Are you going into
Yeah,
the grave?
because I'm looking for anything that this.
After
body may have on it.
significant manipulation, the same thing happens. It melts away and then just runs into the sand. Clothes and all, I should point out.
Right, like.
Yeah, just the whole thing.
Mhm.
Not just like it's not like a nude body.
Mhm.
It's as you would have appeared getting off the ship
Right.
or thinking off the ship.
We got off the ship. Best possible way.
I'm just gonna see if I can see anything about like starts to scramble up a tree, but like air bends themselves up so that it's easier.
Okay.
And they're trying to get to the top of a tree to look and see if there's any sign of inconsistent motion in the canopy.
Yeah.
It takes you a little while. So while these two are dealing with these odd situations on the ground, you do find Kaiming. Kaiming is passed out. She has managed to hook herself in the crook of a tree so that she doesn't fall, but she is not waking up when you shake her. Alive.
Okay.
She's
I would have
breathing.
started with like little gentle breathes,
Yeah.
just to not. But then we'll eventually escalate.
If
to
you
it.
do something like a sternum rub or something
Yeah.
like that, which is what you're supposed to do to try to test for responsiveness, you know what a sternum rub is?
With knuckles or
Yeah,
Your
it's
knuckles on
intense.
the sternum. It's very painful if you're
Yeah.
doing it correctly.
Yeah.
But it's something that will shock somebody awake. She stirs at that, and then just falls back down again.
Right. I was gonna kind of get coming over their shoulder, and then
As you put Kaiming over your shoulder, you feel something hard. Fuck you.
Bao will.
God damn it!
Investigate. this
She's
hard
once
thing.
again
hard thing.
tucked the mirror scale into her. Well,
Okay.
into her wrappings.
Yeah.
rescue.
Yeah, we haven't figured out whether or not they have bras.
Yeah, we're discussing undergarments. of the
Supportive
F3.
undergarments.
RPG
yes.
Clinic pre-session questions,
Yeah.
you know?
Question mark? That will, yeah. So they'll, again, using their airbending to try to soften the landing, come down from the canopy, and then holler again. I found her.
Dawn had been like sitting on the sand, kind of with her hands pressed into it, as if trying to like get answers of what the hell's going on.
You are Sandbender.
And this jolts her out of it. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah. I have... let's... Later. Come on. Yeah. And we rush over to find Bao with Kai Ming. Is she okay?
She woke up for like 2 seconds, so she's alive, but passed out again. And you said now was still out?
Yeah. So, unless something else is going on, they should both be awake soon, I'm sure. Let's maybe get her back to the village,
Yeah.
and we can... Yeah.
Points to Ha. Should we... He was okay when I found him on a rock outside the village. Should we finish our circuit? See if we find others. Leave Ha where I found him. And then head back?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Continuing to do a circuit of the island reveals nothing else.
Okay. Before we return then, yeah, Youngsu's idea is to bring Ha back up. Apparently, Bao found it on a cliff, cliff's edge, so he would venture up to, I guess, the other side of the cliffs, essentially, and go to place Ha back down there. Yeah, I know, okay? I don't know what's wrong with this place. Ha?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's me. Okay? I don't know what's wrong with this place, but we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Dreams, sweet dreams of 6 stubbed spirits, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, Youngsu, come on, let's go.
I'm pretty sure I'm me,
I'm leaving Ha here.
but... What if Taiming and Ha are all suffering some sort of splitting that will lead to them doing the melty thing?
It's possible.
We need to get back to the village.
We need to find the mirror scale.
She's got it.
I mean,
I have to look in it.
no.
Yes. I have to see what it tells us when we're here.
Done.
And if looking in it is the reason why our bodies ended up on the beach and Bao's didn't, I need to know. If another dead version of me shows up, I need to know that.
So you don't think that by looking into the mirror scale, you'd, like, split into 2 separate...
No, that wasn't me. That was some kind of imprint. That was a version of something that could be. This isn't just in between 2 worlds. This is removed from 2 worlds.
I want to get to the communication and get us out of here. As soon as we can.
Please, can I have it?
We're going to the village first. I'm not gonna let you do something based on, I don't know, curiosity or
It's
desperation.
not curiosity and it's not desperation.
It is. You need to know. It's an obsession, Don.
It's not. Young-Soo, this is my life.
Your life is looking into weird bowls to figure out what the future is?
Wow.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about this thing, and neither do you.
You don't
The
see
spirits-
me shitting all over life as a farmer, Young-Soo. This is what I
No,
know.
you don't.
Okay?
You don't know this.
This is my life that I've lived, and this is something that I feel could give us answers right now, or at least eliminate some possibilities.
What if it's a year of your life that has died?
Anything's possible.
Do you want to find another dead body of yourself? Are you prepared for that to be the outcome?
Honestly, if it would help us understand that there's a direct correlation between these two events, then would that be so bad?
What's the worst possible outcome you can think of if you do this?
I look in the mirror scale and it shows Takata where we are, and she shows up and raises the island to the ground just as swiftly as she raised your hometown, and then she raises all of the spirit realms. It would be
Willing to
showing her
risk
where
that?
we are.
That's a good question.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't want to speak for you, Val, but I think it's a legitimate question. Are you willing to risk for this?
I am so terrified of basically every possible outcome that could happen to us right now. This, but she nods to the mirror scale, this is one thing that I'm not scared of.
Then use it.
Thank you.
I was merely asking the questions to prepare you for whatever lays ahead.
We're all dealing with risk. Risk that we ourselves brought to this operation. And I just...
Then ask your question.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, done.
She'll take the mirror scale, but she doesn't unwrap it just yet, because if they're heading to the village, she's gonna...
So you'll have to put kind of
Yeah.
do that. I assume you're doing this out of sight of the village?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, they've got the mirror skill.
Kill them!
Fuck them up.
They're doing
Oh,
weird
shit. Yeah. Spooky spirit shit.
You should leave your weapon without.
Right. Of course. Not just a tool.
Motherfucker.
So good.
We have to come back for both.
Exactly. I'm gonna do that.
I can stay with Ha. For now, I'll catch up with you.
You don't want us to stay? We can stay. We can be with you.
I think I'll be okay. I know we'll be okay.
You know yourself.
Thank you.
Meet us soon, okay? Please.
That seems to be in a cuddly mood if you need a hug.
Please, we gotta get out of here.
Do you want to take a turn?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Strong old farm boy.
Strong old farm boy. Carry me. That's.
Carry her. Carry her.
I carry bow, carrying kind of. No, I'm just kidding. I will.
3-layer piggyback.
I just need to clarify with the chat. We didn't forget about the shuffleboard players.
No,
We've been talking about them and the crew member.
Yeah.
But they gone. I don't know where they are.
We did search.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we finished our circuit.
Look, man, we did nothing, and we're all out of ideas. Just kidding.
We're all out of ideas.
Just kidding. We are leaving Don with the mirror scale
With
and the staff.
Pass me that mirror scale.
See what
Please.
And we are heading back. Oh, and we're heading back to the village. Bao and Youngsu and the unconscious.
Bow, bow, bow,
Bao, bao, bao.
You're getting the mirror scale out. You're
Yes.
filling it with water.
Correct.
Do you have a stated course of action?
Yes, it is leaving the island and returning to Republic City.
Okay. Remember that the mirror scale looks directly across into the spirit world in this location and shows what might happen in this location were you to take the action that you are thinking. You hear whispers in the dark. You see a scuttling. Flashes of black over black. A mask. The face of a young woman. The face of a grizzled man. A face that looks like Councilwoman Takada's, which grins. I see you. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry?
Dine called it.
Did you come to visit me? Leaving so soon.
She doesn't respond.
Do you continue to look into the mirror scale? What the hell was that?
Salt on the blank. No big deal.
Yes.
Oh.
Face shifts again into a woman with flowing hair.
Recognizable?
None that you recognize, no.
Okay.
Seems to be Water Tribe, based on the
Your loopies?
hair, not hair loopies, but definitely hair adornments.
Okay.
Same as it always is. The one place the scale cannot see, because it always sees. You could come and visit me before you go.
Where are you?
Just across. It is not as blank as those would imagine.
Who are you?
I am Ko.
which if I may flag to Liz,
Thank you.
if I'm not mistaken, is the name of the Face Snatcher spirit, which
Yeah, it
Don
sounded
would probably
familiar.
know. Well,
This
no,
is
actually,
it.
that's not
Would-
true. I don't
would
know if
Don
Don would know
have
that.
Read about this?
Dunn would be aware that there is a spirit named Koh, by the way, or whatever, and it's the Face Stealer.
Ah, yes. So a slight intake of breath. I've heard of you. If I come to see you, will you take my face?
Perhaps.
Thanks for your honesty. Is there a message you want me to give to anyone?
I should ask, by the way, are you doing anything to moderate your expression?
Yeah. So actually, she is trained in this way.
Yeah.
One of her trainings is don't show gray emotion. So she's keeping her voice very like neutral as soon as she heard the name given.
I'm going to ask you to rely on your skills and training then.
Okie dokie. No. That is 10.
Okay.
Thank God.
Perhaps you could come and see me. I don't think I will be stealing the face of the Seeker today.
I can give a message to someone if you want. Otherwise, I will come and see you.
I will be waiting.
It may not be today, tomorrow, or the day after that, but I will come and see you.
I believe that is going to happen. I have told others in the past that we will meet again. I have never been wrong. I look forward to our next meeting.
Don stops looking in the mirrors.
Okay. Two of you.
Village.
When you get back to the village, there's a certain amount of not commotion,
Sure.
but there are a few people who come out and see the two of you dragging by the hair.
Wow.
Brutal, eh?
Carrying Kaimeng with
Yeah.
you. You look like you've seen a ghost.
Huh. Yeah.
Come. We have healers here.
She needs help and bringing Kaiming forward to Sandia and her hut, I guess, or her cabin.
Not me, I'm no waterbender. Him.
Okay.
Points at Vaca. Cabin.
My bad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too, you jerk. I hate all of you.
Oh my God, Sandia. I will bring Kaiming to Vaca's cabin, where Naoda probably still is.
She is indeed still there. Your friend is exhausted. This is something else entirely. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, yeah, please.
Hmm.
There's strange things happening here, Vaca. I'm sure you know, but very strange. What's wrong with her?
I should tell you, I am not much of a healer. It isn't normally taught.
Well, who are the healers here? She needs help.
We typically train our women in healing in the Northern Water Tribe.
Okay. So are there any, like, women here? Bruh.
I see where you're at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go find some women.
He's it.
Damn it, Baka. He's the attractive one, right?
How can you tell this is different?
Because she is exhausted. This one, it's more recent. And there's an emotional toll. He smooths the hair back from her face, and you can see that she isn't just like, she's actively like moving away from hands grimacing.
Mm.
She was seconds from going under with the ship. Before we got to her. She probably said all of her goodbyes in her heart.
Maybe even saw some of us.
We all went under.
How did you survive?
We don't know.
Well,
We don't know. How did we get here?
last thing I remember is that we were pulling Kaiming aboard and someone, and he looks at Bao and then is like, right, I probably shouldn't out Bao just in case, kind of thing. Someone created an air bubble for us so we could at least survive. Beyond that, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense.
And it all goes dark.
An airbender. I see. I will find a healer for you. Is there anything else that I can do for you at this time?
You're already doing so much. We will find a way to repay your kindness.
No.
Can we...
Any who come here are expected to provide assistance to anyone else. Most of all, to welcome them and to help them leave. This is not a safe place.
And on that note, you said you have a communications device.
Yes, we do.
Make use of it. Try to arrange our departure.
Of course. Stay with them. Come with me.
Oh,
Vaka leads you to one of the huts. It just seems kind of smaller than the rest of them. Opens it up, and inside there's a hand crank operated radio. Unfortunately, it's going to take like 10 minutes of cranking in order to give it enough juice to do something, but it's nothing that can't be handled either through just sheer handiwork or probably faster if you manage to use your bending to...
I was gonna look around what's in the room and probably figure out a small fan-based motor to do the turning for them. Technology and airbending.
That's pretty.
But yeah, yeah. Even if it's like, if it takes 20 minutes but less effort, still work.
Oh, totally.
It's easily done.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you very long until eventually you manage to have a working radio. The question is, who do you want to contact? There are several frequencies that you could use. There's a piece of paper by this that lists a few frequencies that you can choose. One of them is a Republic City dispatch. There also seems to be various frequencies that have been dedicated to the Northern Water Tribe and the Southern Water Tribe, as well as the Foggy Swamp. There's also one other frequency that you could use, which is the one that you know that could reach your mentor.
I was gonna,
Kaisuke.
start with the Republic City Dispatch.
Republic City Dispatch here.
Yes, I'm calling because we're some survivors from the sunk ship, the Thing 2.
Survivors? From the thing, too? But we've already rescued all the survivors on the thing, too.
There was one last lifeboat. We seem to have washed ashore on... Has about figured out by now where they are. I would have, I guess, inquired as to the coordinates or whatever. So, on...
There's coordinates written
Yeah.
down here. It would seem that
yeah.
this is not the first time that people use this time
Yeah.
to be like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Val gives their coordinates.
The survivors from the thing, too, have already made port here in Republic City.
Well, there's 5, at least 5 more. There's 3 more that were on our boat that we haven't found.
Why don't you give me some names, and I'll see what I can do for you. We're going to transfer you over to the police department.
Thank you. I'm going to give Don's name. Don of the Order of the Passage.
And
Oh, wait a second. Dan? From the Order of Passage? I understand.
And her entourage.
I have instructions on who to contact in such an eventuality. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, ting. He says, fingers crossed.
Of course. Bow curses.
Hello. This is Councilwoman Takata.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Don. We are very pleased to see that you have survived the unfortunate events aboard the Thing 2.
It's a shame the Unagis won't be joining the pro bending ring.
I'm not aware of what that means.
Why are we the one? Why are you the one that has been assigned to answer our call?
I'm sorry?
It's
I thought that it
peculiar.
would be useful for you to have someone directly associated with the Republic City government and council.
Absolutely. It just seems that you're a very important, very busy person.
A request was put in from the Order of Passage into the government to see if there was any way that we could find you. After all, you did disappear some weeks ago.
Yes, I had a very important mission to acquire something that will aid our endeavors into the spirit world.
Ah. I should very much like to know about this. We'll send someone to come and pick you up.
Thank you.
Be on the lookout.
Of course.
They should arrive within the day.
So soon. You have fast ships.
In the area, picking up the rest of the survivors.
Thank you for all of your efforts, Councilwoman.
It's very impressive. Everyone survived. Assuming, of course, that you are with.
There are 3 that are still unaccounted for. 3 or 4. There's also a crew member.
There
4.
was
Crew
also
member and the
Shuffleboards
two-
and go.
Who are they?
Young-Soo, Bao, Go, and a crew member whose name we didn't get.
yes.
I didn't leave Kaiming out. Oh well, they made it up.
They know who they are.
Here.
Yeah.
Well,
You
now
could rewind
probably
it
wasn't
and
on the
let us know
manifest
what
at
it
all.
No, exactly. No, I think I'm gonna go with those.
Seems
You know
good,
what?
yeah.
If I forget to exclude Kaiming, I forget to exclude Kaiming.
So, you said Bao, Young-Soo, Go, and a crew member. That
Yeah.
You didn't get their name.
Correct. Are unaccounted
Go
for.
is among the survivors.
Oh, thank goodness.
Was found with 3 others clinging to the debris of a lifeboat that did not escape the ship's vortex. I don't remember what the fucking term is.
Pull under
Yeah,
weird undertow.
the freaky shit.
So they're okay. Bao and Young-Soo are okay. And Go, I mean, I barely met him, but
Bao. Sawanbao.
Yes.
Ah.
She had encountered us. They had encountered us. Fuck, shit, jam.
Oh,
What am I doing?
wait,
I'm
incredible.
really referring to it in the third person. I'm referring to it. Yes, they and their cousin had encountered us. Had escorted us on our quest.
Hmm.
Thank you for the ship. I'll let you return to your tasks.
Who is with you at this time?
A lovely couple named Fila and Joe. And that's... And a young woman who's unconscious.
So, Fila and Joe, I assume, are names that you're just
Making out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be sure that
Yeah.
you're not like, yeah, that's the names that I remember, and for some reason you don't.
Yeah, no. Specifically, I wasn't going to try to establish because theoretically they found the shuffleboard player. So
Yes, and
Yeah.
we never asked them who they were.
Very well.
Thank you, Catwoman. I look forward to our continued cooperation.
Indeed. You are a hero, Don.
Oh, shucks. That's really kind of you.
Good
I'm like,
mention.
how do I do a Don impression right now?
Shucks.
Yeah, fiddlesticks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just doing my job as a seeker. I mean, it's my job to do what I can. I mean, half of those lifeboats were damaged. I'm so glad I noticed so that we could save all those people.
The ship is 6 hours out.
Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
Republic City out.
Bao is going to take a moment to fully disconnect the system and then reconnect it.
Nice.
So take whatever time it takes.
For what purpose?
To make sure that the connection goes completely dead.
No
Yeah,
bugs.
it's a radio. You just have to turn it off.
Great, they
Oh,
will do that.
thank
But
God.
like whatever completion of like
It
Don't
was
stay on
it
the
was
line.
off when you arrived.
Great. We'll power cycle it.
Nice.
Reach out to their cousin. Their mentor.
All right. Remind me of this person's pronouns.
Because we fucked it up. It was established.
Was she her?
I think Kaisuke is she, her.
That sounds right.
Sounds correct.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Yes.
Because
To the wiki!
Yeah,
Don's
that's exactly it.
is they them.
Yeah, no, I know
that's-
it's one of the binary two. Yeah.
The Binary 2 coming at you this week.
Yeah, exactly. It's an electroacoustic group. Excuse me.
Sweet. Thank you.
Okay, great. You'll let me know if you receive information on when certain things are supposed to arrive.
Yeah, they were giving an estimate of 7:45, but
You know.
yeah, now 7:55.
Sure.
What? Hello? What? Yes?
Kaisuke. It's Bao. I don't
Bao.
know if Jai has been in touch with you since we last spoke.
Jai?
We
Shit's
were together and we split ways. He had to go his own way. Myself and some associates were on a ship which was sabotaged and sank. I need an evac ASAP. I mean, within the next few hours. I am at X coordinates, Y coordinates. I know this is preposterous.
Where do you want to go?
Anywhere but Republic City or where they can find us.
Why don't you come and visit me?
I think it's time for me to come home.
We're getting all the good shit today!
I'm gonna run through the wall.
Wait, what? With weirdness.
Listen very carefully. I'm going to send Jai to you.
You have contact with Shy.
Oh, yes. He's still in the area.
We didn't part on the best terms.
That's all right.
I stole a prisoner of his and left the other one with the fish.
He'll listen to me.
I need you to be willing to think outside the box. I know you usually are, but I want to remind you of that.
Bow. The next time we speak, I will keep every eye open. Jai will be ordered to return you and whoever you deem necessary back and delivered directly to me. Assuming that he is still a military man, he'll do as he is ordered. However, I should warn you that he doesn't currently want to have anything to do with me. Be on the lookout to make sure that he does what he's told like a good little boy.
We can't trust our own guards. Half of the ship was just one.
I think
There
just
were what are
Yes.
they called? Not snakes, whatever
Moles.
they're called. Moles.
mole rats.
Mole rats.
Mole rats.
They're mole
Do
rats.
you suspect Jai?
No.
Then I will inform him of this. I will get him to do a cleansing of his ship. There is nothing more cleansing than fire when applied in a certain way.
Don't I know it?
How do we find someone more
Sickens me.
He's an ally.
But it is what it is. Kaisuke is not a firebender, I should
No.
point out.
That's worse. That is much worse.
I think you missed when she said it sickens me
Oh,
while you were
I
talking.
sorry. Yes, I definitely missed
Yeah.
that.
So
My
just
apologies.
wanted to make sure that
Thank
know,
you.
like,
Yes, that's
there's-
actually as opposed to yes, let's burn everything.
yes,
But
I would love to burn.
Yes, I use matches. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
He can keep a medic even if they're suspicious. We need medical attention. But evac is top priority. I will see you soon.
I have conditions. Bow. Do not speak with Jai about what you are going to speak with me until you have spoken with me. And when you arrive, you will not lie about those who are accompanying you. I will ensure it's safe.
There's a secret about me that Jai knows. I don't know if it's gotten out to the rest of the family. I won't speak it over the airwaves. I will tell you as soon as we speak.
Oh, that's delightful. Now this is all worthwhile.
And it'll explain some of my absence.
You must understand, Bao. I don't need an explanation for your absence. I'm just glad you're coming home. But that's not to say that I'm not curious.
We will benefit from the current chaos.
What benefits us isn't necessarily what others believe will.
But
You asked me to keep my eyes open.
what gives us a hand up will let us help others.
That's all I've ever asked. Kaisuke out.
Bow out. Bow bows out.
Yeah.
Ow!
Very good.
Oh. Green card.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yep. Oh yeah.
No.
Unbelievable. It's the
Dear
creep.
Lord.
As you are there,
Mhm.
now wakes up. Rolls out of the hammock, groaning.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. You need to take it easy.
What am I wearing?
Twinsies.
You got your clothes back on. You're definitely
yeah.
Not a
that's
twinnie.
It's like, oh, you're pulling a Link. You're running around in your nightgown.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nope, not twinning anymore. There's a lot of. Get off my walls, you weirdo. There's a lot I have to fill you in on now, and part of it involves that, I guess.
First, are you all right? Is everyone all right?
Yeah. I mean, debatable.
Debatable. She takes a step, and it's clear that
Oh boy. Hey, whoa! I go to like support her.
You go to support her, like
Yeah,
under her
arms under. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
There's a difference between like, hey, and like taking her by the shoulders, or hey, like I'm gonna scoop you up.
Yeah. I
Are you
think.
scooping?
Are you scooping, son?
Are you scooping, son?
I think Youngsu imagines that now might be about to sort of like wobble and perhaps fall down.
That's
so.
definitely what it appears.
Yeah, so he's gonna absolutely try to get under her arms to really pull her in close and support.
Where are we?
A place where no spirits are allowed to go. Furthest from the poles.
Dan, Bao.
They're here. They're fine. Kaiming, there.
I can see Kaiming. She's not awake.
No.
Are we remaining here?
Bao's getting us out of here as soon as we can.
Excellent. Where are they?
I motion in the general direction of the door, and then there's a communications place?
It's so strange. All right. Dan, where's she?
There's a cliff. Are you okay to go out on your own? Maybe you should take it easy.
So much to do.
What do you mean? Hey, we're in survival mode right now.
There were so many on the ship. Are they all right?
Yes. Don, Bao, and I, and everyone made it off safely. We had to go back for Kaiming.
Of course we went back for Kaiming. Of course.
You were helping Bao with, communicating. We got a message out.
Yes,
You remember?
they were brilliant. They were working as fast as I've ever seen anyone. Circuitries and a technological wizard.
I'd say so.
I could see Dan on the deck. She's a loom, weaving so many elements into order. I know you were there. I don't know where you were.
That's gonna be a story for another time, okay?
As long as they're all right.
They're all right. Now, I know you promised to help us, but everything's gonna be fine. We're just gonna get off this island, somewhere safe, regroup.
She lifts a hand and she grabs the front of your shirt.
Oh boy.
Don't break my promises.
Okay. I know. You're very noble and loyal. I know. That's fine.
I'm just very tired.
Yeah, that strange firebending you were doing back on the ship really must have taken it out of you, huh?
Oh.
I've never seen anything like that before.
It's not common.
Say that again.
I will tell you.
Uh-huh.
And perhaps I could tell all of us.
Yeah.
I just need to sit down
Yep. We're gonna guide her to a place where she can sit, maybe back on the bed.
and tell me one thing. Just where are we going?
That's up to Bao. But I trust them to make a good choice. A safe choice.
Then we're going to have a discussion.
Is something's not safe. There's somewhere we're not allowed to go.
No, not you. Me.
Ah.
I need to avoid certain people.
So do we. Join the club.
Mostly, her cousin, Jai.
Uh-huh.
I snuck aboard his ship.
Yeah.
I killed someone on that ship.
Wow. He doesn't know that was you, right?
I don't know if that's true or not. It's going to be a bit awkward if we run into each other, so let's just make sure that that's not what's going to happen.
I can only imagine that the likelihood of that happening is very, very low.
And we'll end the session.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
What a cliffhanger.
Okay.
I can only imagine the probability of that is, and then we.
Bang!
Yeah. God. Exactly.
So, I was like, Boa. No, my name's Bao. No.
Boa. Wow. Maui.
Gotta take a lot of notes about all the lies I told so that I can
That-
retell them.
Honestly, legit.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
You're gonna need to create a lie murder board,
Yeah.
I think.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
yeah.
time for us to look at growth. I will remind you where we are.
Oh.
I have a feeling you might advance.
Yeah.
No, we could really fuck it up.
What did you learn?
I learned that the in-between world of the blank connects to the in-between world of the face stealer or something like that. It's so cool. Sorry. Okay.
Scott?
I mean, not to just be like what she said, but slightly different. I learned that there is a place where the spirit world does not have an impact on the rest of the avatar world, which is like huge world building, and the implications of that are really cool. The blank. Yay!
So you'll advance. You hate.
I learned that somehow there's a way for people's bodies to also exist as seemingly dead bodies in graves that then melt when you touch them too much.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. Can't explain that.
As far as I know, we're in the real world, but that seemed like the most spirit world shit ever. So, yeah.
Agreed. Actually, yeah, that's great.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
No.
Scott?
No.
Kate?
Uh,
Elizabeth, did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
I did. I'm centered.
Scott?
I'm not at my center, nor did I guide.
same.
And finally, did you accomplish a deed worthy of your position?
I learned a huge thing, but I haven't reported it back to the order yet, so I don't think I.
So we'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
Did you make any advancements towards taking out your adversary?
Nope. But the web widens once more.
Did you learn anything about your family?
A little bit and probably not enough.
I'm gonna say probably not enough.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave it there. You do advance. Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, 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 clap.
Elizabeth, is there anyone's play that you want to highlight?
Yes, I would like to highlight Bao deciding because it was wonderfully done. Calling Republic City, realizing that Takata was sending evac, and then immediately calling Kaisuke, who they're not even sure they can entirely trust, but going, better this than the alternative. We needed immediate evac now. And just scrambling to get that shit done. That was awesome.
This pizza said they're going to be here in 45 minutes, but I need you here in 30
Now
minutes.
just telling lies, making promises, whatever they can do to get us out of the situation. And it was great. It's
Telling lies, making promises.
Yeah.
Scott.
Cute.
Or no, Kate, because your name's called.
Yeah. So Scott is Youngsu for so definitely a lot of Youngsu's like shit's terrible, we're fighting, break it down. But what I actually liked was the ways in which he managed to control some of the panic that was going on, and the ways that instead of giving into it and like shaking all the villagers, being like, "Where's my shit?" like to not go into
"Where's my
that
shit?"
panic, to instead lean into like finding a way to be calm, to handle it, to find a center, despite the fact that Youngsu very often will
It's not, yeah.
go heightened, to like let him have a moment where he was the pressure was higher and he was calmer.
Yeah.
Neat.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's driving what I'm gonna spend my use my advancement for. So I feel like
Nice.
this is good. This is very good. And I want to call out Liz as Dawn. Fabulous usage of like, oh, question, that's my thing, which is great. But like, okay, we've got mysteries to solve. Fuck all y'all, give me the mirror scale. I need like, it's such a character moment to be like, this is my thing. This is my purpose in life. I need to do this. I know there might be consequences. I'm doing it. You know, it's a very it's not like impetuous or impulsive. It's just knowing who you are, and maybe a nice blend of like role and freedom as well in that way, right? It's your role to investigate this sort of stuff, but it's your freedom to choose to do it, how you do it. I don't know. It's very cool.
Thank you.
Really, really cool. Yeah.
The blank. John. Yeah. It was fucking awesome. We all woke up in different places and I was like, are we on different islands? And then we were on the same island, but like the little tidbits of info being dropped about it, and like questions were being answered, but also just more mystery and more uncertainty. And I liked how vague everyone was who lived there, because we were asking straightforward questions and they were answering them. But like, we still weren't getting the full
I
picture.
feel like the influence of the place extends to the people who are
Exactly.
there, right?
That was the impression.
That's the sense I get
yeah.
as well, yeah. Yeah, if you'd asked me pre-session, like, what do you think you're gonna do? I definitely would not have said, discover a new place in the Avatar universe. That's not what I would have said for today's sessions. Fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Although the order in which you were going would have determined where you ended up.
Oh.
So it could have easily been Bao in the pool, or you on the beach, or you in the bed.
Oh, okay. So we were always gonna end up in the blank, but it was like where we woke up specifically.
Yes.
Very
Oh,
cool.
cool.
That was the order. I just didn't want to predetermine where you.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I mean, you all had to vote for each other. Whatever.
There's only 3 of us. It just happened.
It just happened, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like we've got some stuff coming up this week.
Wild times. Yeah, there's streams throughout the week, as there often are. The Discord is the best place to check them out. I want to get back to. I want to do something a little different on my channel and get back. different. I want to get back to basics. Just a cop and his punches and the mean streets of Lego City or Block City or wherever the fuck they are. I'm gonna be trying Shadow of Doubt, a procedurally generated film noir mystery game. I don't know what to expect, so I'm gonna tool around with it before I actually start on stream. But you can expect Inspector Striker back at 1800 on Tuesday Eastern Time on my channel.
Tuesday is a day that shall live in infamy, and that's because that's the day that Diablo 4 officially gets released.
Oh.
So the following day, I will do my first run through it.
All of it.
So yeah, join me for that. Time TBD, but it will be Thursday, probably in the early afternoon, or no, Wednesday, probably in the early afternoon. It's just going to depend on whether or not I have to go into the office It could be as early as 4:30 Eastern Daylight Time. PM, not AM. That would be
Whoa.
weird.
Yeah, very.
So that's me.
Cannot wait to hear your impressions when you've played a bit. Yeah, can't wait.
Friday.
Friday, we are continuing Punchy and Boy, God of War,
Boy.
Ragnarok.
God of
That's at
War.
1800. And then on Saturday, we are continuing True Crew, Mystery of the Brass-Bound Trunk.
Somehow nothing happened and it was glorious.
Oh
Like it was.
my
It's been great. If you haven't tuned into Drew Crew, we read Nancy Drew stories and like I guess mock them mercilessly. It's great. It's wonderful.
Definite. There's no way. That's at 1500 on my channel.
At
And then-
1700, you can join me as well again on my channel for Doomed. That's Arkham Horror, the card game. Playthroughs continue with a politician trying to find out about the mysterious goings on of the coterie out in the wild. Good times. Globetrotting.
Woo! Next Sunday, we'll be right back here with episode 14 of Avatar Legends: The Mirror Scale.
Ooh.
Ooh, boy.
Which boat will they get on? Or will they just swim away?
Well, they just.
Let's just swim and hope for
It's
the
so
best.
hard to swim through. No.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for playing.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Thanks for being here. Discord is the place to discover all this stuff. We would love to hear your thoughts. We keep asking for it. We keep not getting them.
Give us your thoughts.
Give us thoughts. Because in the meantime, we're just headed in that direction. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Raw mech.